I mean, you know, it just, you cannot find anything, I don't think, that President Trump didn't say he was going to do when he first got there that he hasn't started on and gotten accomplished.
So you mentioned reconciliation.
Yeah.
The spotlight's going to be on Congress until
Yeah.
Memorial Day to see if you guys are able to get this past the finish line. How optimistic are you that
I'm very optimistic because, you know, we've been working on this for over a year. Unlike the previous budget reconciliation in 2017, we've had every committee working on this all the way through the 118th Congress in hopes that we would get this trifecta. Now it's been put on our plate and we need to deliver. But we not only just need to deliver on that now, you know, that that budget was passed for the 2026 appropriation bills too, which we are currently working on. So we need to hammer that out. As soon as we get through with this reconciliation bill, we need to continue right on down the road with approach, get this place back to regular order. You give me that, get these federal agencies under control. You know, and I know DOJ Commission has been working, popping the hood on an agency and say, oh, look what we found here. You're going to see a lot of rescissions being sent out of the White House to rescind on these budgets that these agencies have. So, man, you're talking about a great time in history to be in Congress. This is it, man. This is our time. The forgotten men and women in this country, Main Street is going to become, and it's going to come back alive again.
So you said earlier in your answer that, you know, Congress was able to get the Lincoln Ryan bill passed. They were able to get the budget framework passed, the interim spending bill. What do you think President Trump's influence was in order to, you know, maybe persuade some of your more skeptical colleagues about voting for him?
Well, I think the fact that he won by such a landslide is one thing. You know, it doesn't hurt when you have the 800-pound gorilla in the White House. And the American people spoke, and they said that was the agenda and that was what they wanted to see done. And that's what he's been doing. And sometimes you've got to have faith in the whole team and row the boat with them in the same direction, and so that we can all get to that end, get to the finish line. And you know, he's good at persuading. You know, when the coach calls the play, you run the play. You know, there is a halftime now. We can swap players out, I'm sure. But we've got a great conference. I think everybody that I've been talking to and seen, they're all rowing. We're heading in the same direction.
So how would you rate your Democrats in response to Trump's first 100 days? You know, we've seen a lot of coarse language out of them. You know, what do you make of their messaging tactic right now?
Hey, I tell you what, I don't want them to change a thing, please. Keep going and doing what you're doing, saying what you're saying. You know, you can tell you that they're rudderless. It seems like the people with the biggest social media presence that they're the ones that are trying anything they can. It's not a good look. The American people see that. And so let them continue to do that. Anybody wants to fly down to take up for some thug that was obviously arrested for wife beating? Yeah, my goodness. You know, continue to go down there and stay down there if they need to. You know, be glad to let them do that.
Thank you for your time, Congressman. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate it, man.
It's great talking with you.